Hi again. So in this video we are going to see how the load balancing router from TP-Link works. Let me just in a layman word terminology tell you that load balancing routers are used in organizations or companies where they have multiple internet service providers and they do not want to switch back and forth manually, so they use these routers to set up it in a way that if the primary link goes down, the without facing any downtime in internet, the users can easily without even knowing, they already automatically shift to the backup link, which is obviously going to be less, is giving them less speed compared to what the primary link will be giving them, but it will still give them enough in speed to go through their WhatsApp communication, email communications, and maybe Teams or maybe Zoom meetings, etc. So yeah, that is enough bandwidth or speed for them to work with. So for the examples, I have selected three particular networks. One is going to be my primary network. This is my primary network. This is my backup network, the WAN 2, and this is after load balancing, which means once these two are connected to my load balancing router, then the output is connected to this, and this is providing me the complete internet. Now I'm just gonna show you the speed of both of these connections so you will know why people use this router and how effective it is. So if I go to speed test, I will see that my primary connection, which is a fiber connection, if I select the go over here, it will give me very high speed of around maybe 20 or 30 mbps or in between somewhere. So that's the upload speed that you can see, and the download sorry, this is the download speed, and the upload speed is gonna be more of the same. There's gonna be not much of a difference in that. So just let this finish. After that I will show you the speed for the backup link, which is WAN 2, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn my connection to the WAN 2, which is not a fiber connection. This was a fiber connection, so it was pretty fast. Maybe some people will say it's pretty slow in some part of the world, but it's still pretty fast in my part of the world. If I'm now connected to the backup connection, which is not a fiber, it's a DSL connection, so obviously it has its limitations, but it is still giving me enough speed to have communication on WhatsApp, have Zoom meetings, communicate via email, and maybe some sort of minimum download speed. So this is enough to have proper internet supply for, let's say, an office of 20 or 30 people. That will be sufficient enough because primarily they are supposed to use only communication link like Teams, WhatsApp, emails, etc. Okay, so now after this is done, I'm gonna connect it to my uh, load balancing router's output, which is after load balancing. This router is connected to the output of the load balancing router. I will post the photograph of the load balancing router on the thumbnail of this photo. It has 5 ports. Two of them minimum can be used as the WAN, which is the local internet service provider, and one port can be used as the local area provider, which is basically the output, and maximum four can be used as the uh, internet service providers. So this is the login page of that router, and as you can see over here, once I log it in, TP-Link R470T plus, and you can see that both of the connections are up and running. Link up, and we can skip the rest of the field. When we go to WAN, you can see over here, like I told you, there are 5 total ports. 4 of them maximum can be connected as a WAN, So you can have one internet provider over here, second over here, third over here, fourth over here, and fifth will be by default a LAN connection. It is gonna give you an output. So over WAN, in WAN 1 you can, put it as fiber, so I know which one it is. So fiber is your first connection, sorry, first WAN. The second WAN is all DSL, which I've put in. Both of them are status as connected. Now if I go down to the settings of this, I will have to go to transmissions and go to load balancing. And in the load balancing, I have to enable load balancing from here and press save. And I have set a rule over here, so that primary WAN is going to be WAN 1, the fiber one. The backup WAN will be WAN 2, the DSL one. And the mode it is going to follow is going to be backup when any primary WAN fails. So in the operations, you will see over here that I have to select primary WAN, which I have selected one. Primary backup WAN will be WAN 2, and I have selected failover when I enable backup whenever any primary WAN fails, and I said simply press OK. Now over here in the online detection, you will see both of them are online at the moment. So now if I check the speed of this internet router, you will see that the speed it is giving me, it will be according to what the primary link is giving me, because it was a fiber connection and it was very high speed. So you can see it is going to be around, even better than when we were connecting it directly. It is giving me around 30 mbps over here in the downloads, and in the uploads it's giving me around 30 mbps over here as well. So what I will do, I will go and shut down the primary link, and I will show you how it automatically switches back to the secondary link, because it is not getting any power or any internet provider service from the main link. So just stay with me while I turn the main internet router off. Okay, so the primary internet connection has been turned off. As you will see over here in a minute, that this was supposed to be my primary connection. I have turned it off. It is showing just maybe because of having some shadow or something. As you can see, I cannot connect to this network because it is turned off. So if I come back to this page, turn the Wi-Fi off completely, then turn Wi-Fi back on, you will see that I will have only WAN 2 over here and the load balancing one. So for better uh, knowledge, you can see WAN 2 is only available and the after load balancing is available. Now I will go back to status and see what the status over here is right now. So you can see that the primary link has gone down and we are working from link to WAN 2, which is the DSL one. Same can be seen from WAN over here. You will see that the WAN 2 is connected and WAN 1 is disconnected over here. If you go to load balancing, you will see how the online detection is being worked. You can see it is when one is gone offline and when 2 is online. Now if I refresh this speed page result, and I will see what is going on with my internet, then you will see that without any hassle or trouble, my internet connection has completely been taken away, and without any disconnection or anything, my load has automatically shifted to the backup link, which was the DSL one, and it is not giving me the speed that it was with the fiber one, but it, without having any trouble, it is transferring it to this one. Now just to give you an example of how this thing actually works, I will let you know that now I'm going to turn off my backup link as well. So I will see what will happen if both of my internet service providers are off for some tragedy or some uh, problem. So just stay with me. Okay, so now both of my internet connections are off, and when I refresh this page, you will see that I will find absolutely nothing because both of my internet service providers are down. I did it on purpose, and you can see over here that it is not loading anything. Just let me open it in a different tab so you will see that it is have absolutely no speed whatsoever. And over here, if I refresh the page, you will see that both of my connections are down. Now I will once again turn the first one and the second one on simultaneously, and I will see how my load balancing router behaves. So gonna restart, gonna turn both of them on now right now. As you can might see over here that it both of the internet's service providers, so both routers over here are gone. The WAN 2 one is gone, as well as the Hamza 5G. That was our primary and secondary. Only the load balancing router is available over here because it is the only one that is turned on. So I've turned both of them on right now. It's gonna take a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes maybe for both of them to come back on. You will see both of these will go link up, and everything will be fine. So you can also see over here in the load management online detection, it is having offline for both of them because they are in the process of being turned on. uh, so like I was saying that we have, it is up to us how we want to have this. We can even have three internet service providers, but for that we have to turn this into three and then save and then change the rules of the load balancing. Over here we have to make a rule that the primary LAN is 1 or 2, and then but the backup is WAN 3. So that's a separate story. We can go back to that on a separate video. So I can see from my end that both of the routers have come back on. I will verify it from here. I will see that the Hamza 5G has been turned on. WAN 2 is also turned on. So I'm still just gonna stick with load balancing one because I need to see how my load balancing router is gonna behave. So I'm gonna go to here to status just quickly, and I will see that link the internet service provider number one is back on, and the dynamic IP of the DSL is saying off because of the that it is still in the process of turning on. Even if still get the taste of it from this side, we can see if it says disconnected. We can just simply press connect and see if it's connecting or not, and it will give you that yeah, it is connected. So when you go back to status, we can see that yes, both internet providers are now back on. Now I didn't do anything. I will just simply retest the speed test over here and see which internet provider it selects on its own. Okay, so I'm gonna refresh this from scratch, and I will see which internet provider it selects. Okay, I'm gonna select go. By the speed we will know which one it is selecting. So like I told you, I have selected a rule, which means that the primary link, which is the fiber connection, has to be picked as the primary internet connection, and it shall always work until and unless anything bad happens. Then only switch to the backup link, which is the DSL link. So this is how the thing goes, and I will post the photo of the TP-Link router R470T plus on the thumbnail of this photo, so you will be easier for you to find out about the router, and you can study it according to your convenience. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, put it down in the comment section. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and suggest it with your friends as well. You have a wonderful day ahead. Take care. Goodbye.